Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here are 3 things you need to know in order to make today, Sunday, April 7th, 2019 a success. Now the first thing I want to talk about today is going to be right here where the moon is. The moon today is in the sign of Taurus. The moon's in Taurus, it brings our attention to stability, bringing more stability to our life, being more confident, and using more of our gifts, skills, and talents. Now, what we've got going on, the first thing today, the first alignment right around lunchtime, is this moon in Taurus making a sextile over here with Venus and Pisces. This is beautiful. I do love this just because I like sextiles. The moon and Venus and Taurus and Pisces get along all very, very well. So I think the more that we focus on grounding ourselves, being more practical, being more stable, maybe after a hectic or an unexpected day yesterday morning, I think it's going to help us here to feel more at peace with our life, to overcome the past, and to move forward. So I really do like what's happening here. I think we're starting to get more of a grip on our life, on who we are now or who we need to be in the future, and that is helping us to get rid of the past, to feel more at peace with our life, to get more comfortable in our skin, and to move on. The next alignment's going to happen a few hours later around dinner time. Around dinner time, this moon in Taurus is then going to make a sextile over here to Neptune in Pisces. This again, another good alignment. I think there is a lot of maybe even spiritual, emotional insights that can start to come at lunchtime, where we're going to start to just feel, I think, a bit better about our life, feel more at peace with what is going on. That's going to stick with us a few more hours. The next alignment is going to occur right before bedtime, or maybe even after bedtime, depending on how early you go to bed. And this moon in Taurus is then going to make a sextile to Mercury, running very close to both Neptune and Venus. And again, I think that can give us some very good insights, either conversations with other people that we have right before bed or at nighttime. If it doesn't bring us positive insights through conversations with others, there could just be a lot going on that we're thinking about inside, about ourselves, about our life so far, about how we got to this point, and about where we go next. And I think there is just an opportunity to get more understanding about what's been going on in your life and about who you are inside, so that you can use that understanding of yourself to better inform your future plans and to move forward in a way that's way more secure, that you feel way more confident in and better about, especially with the moon at the same time that it's making the sextile to Mercury, making a trine over to Saturn in Capricorn. I think a lot of this understanding that we're starting to get about our spiritual needs, our emotional needs, about ourselves, about maybe even habits and patterns from the past, is really a good thing, helping us to commit to a path forward, to feel much more stronger in it, more confident, more dedicated, and to move forward doing the things that it is that we need to do to become a new person, creating a better identity for ourselves. So that's all that's going on today with the moon, and that's the first thing. Listen to your spirit, your soul, your intuition, and let those things guide you forward, propel you forward, and help you to feel more comfortable with the direction you have now chosen and are putting your life in. Now the second thing I want to talk about, I'm going to go here to the sun in Aries, coming into a square with Saturn and Capricorn. This can definitely bring a very serious vibe to the day, especially with the moon being in like an earth sign. This isn't one of those days where I think, oh, there's going to be things all over the place. I mean, possibly, sometimes Mars and Gemini can make you a little bit scatterbrained at times, but with these other alignments going on, I think there's more of a grounding energy and a grounding force to the day. Needing to almost quiet your mind, or to shift through all the things that is coming up in your mind, to find the truth of it, the spiritual truth that transcends time and space, and to hone in on that. Okay, I think that's going to be super important today. And I think you've got the sun coming in a square with the Saturn, helping you to cut through all the fat, to get right to the heart of the matter, to figure out what's important to you, what's not important to you, to help you make decisions now about what can really support your growth moving forward and what cannot support your growth moving forward, and to commit to those things that you need, feeling way more at peace about them than maybe you were just a few days ago. All right, and I think this is a beautiful day to help you decide who you are, who you want to be, where your life is going moving forward, and to help you start to commit to a plan of action in a way that makes you feel better. Even if that plan of action is a little bit of a change from the plan that you had a few months ago or years ago. All right, now the third and last thing I want to talk about, where do I want to go next? Well, I have two options. Maybe I'll go here. Number 3, this Saturn-Pluto South Node conjunction. This is a very rare alignment, does not happen that often. And I think the things that we're deciding today, that we're committing to today and sticking with and going forward on and becoming more confident on, I think these things are a major diversion. I don't know is diversion the right word? I don't mean a distraction. They're a major change, like a fork in the road. And we're taking to use the Robert Frost, we're using the path less traveled, the road less traveled, and we're going on it. And I think that's what this alignment is all about. It's not about doing things because you've always done them. You know, this is not a time to just go with the flow. This is not a time to do things out of obligation. Oh, well, I have to do this. If I don't do this, then everyone else is going to miss me and everything's going to fall apart in my life. This is not, it's not a time for duty. It's not a time for obligation. This is a time for forget all of that. Forget all of those things and to follow your heart, to follow your soul, to follow what you know you need personally in order to feel more fulfilled in life. And I think if you cannot be afraid to make the decisions to change your life, to put it in a place that you feel is more meaningful to you, and to commit to that and make plans to align it all together, you're going to be feeling much better. Maybe not today, but you're going to be feeling much better a few months and a few years down the road than everyone else who resisted making the change or who kept doing things the way they've always done because they were afraid to do them differently. Don't be afraid to do things differently, all right? Now is the time. And in order to make these big changes in your life happen, you do have to commit day by day, step by step, to doing things differently. And this is where we are. Things are changing. You have to make the small, tiny commitments every single day in order to make this big change manifest. And you have to listen to your heart and soul, even if it feels scary to separate from some other big things and structures that you had going on. But it will be worth it. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.